Hey fellas, let's relate. Listen, not everyone based on age, identity above 18 that is groomed to become an adult. An adult is built by experience and structure based on the capacity how he can resonate and assimilate experience of his life or the life of other people around him and be able to utilize it to structure his own actions and reactions of life. How he relates with every other one around him and how he treats himself. Those responsibility and those accountability he embraces and accepts for his own self. That is the reason why you call someone an adult. Not just because of age. And even fellas, let's listen. Those man you become a man, identify as a male or female when it's above age. Even those that got married, not everyone is identified to be man. Not because of his male organs. You see him physically, and you call him a man. That does not qualify everyone to become a man. What do I mean by that? If there is no primary structure, how do you expect this man to become a reliable man, self-sufficient man? Or you want him to become a breastfeeding man? Calling man a man because of his own manhood, because of his own physical appearance, does not qualify anyone to become a man. So also as the female as well. Not because you have a child or because you're married, that is why you're called a man, or because you're into a relationship. No. We have a lot of breastfeeding babies around who is above 80, 90, 60, 70, 50, even 30. They are still breastfeeding. They can't accept their responsibility. They can't keep accountability for their own self. They still relate. They still share tears. They are still very emotional in every little aspect of life. When life deals with them, they easily cry and fall down. I don't say that no one is above pains or situations, but how do you tackle it? How do you structure? How do you picture it and figure it out? You know, as a professional landscaper and we're experienced green maintenance, we've been able to distinguish when a tree is not productive anymore. That does not mean you should cut the tree away. You should evaluate the structure, the soil, the light, and every useful. If it's still useful, if the tree is still useful, then you find a way to do pruning. After pruning did not work, what do? You go for nesting. When you nest the tree, you take the bad tree that is no more productive, bringing good fruits, and you take the young fresh tree which is productive, that's going to bring out good fruit. You nest them together by those 10, so that the bad tree roots can be able to utilize and fertilize this new fresh tree and become productive. So those are the difference. How we can be able to restructure human and we figure our own self. When we identify ourselves as an adult, if we are no more useful, when they are said by their fruit you shall know them. If the fruit is not useful, what is the need to call an adult? That is my question. You get me what I mean? As I said, everyone tackles situation in a different perspective, in a different way. But how useful it is, how are you handling your own situation, and how are you making it? Fellas, as I'm saying, we all can be in a structured environment in a particular time or we may be in a building in a particular time and seasons and reason. At that time, we all are not going to experience the same situation. We are not going to feel the same way because we all assimilate things in a different way. We all see life in a different perspective. We all handle situation in a different format. I'm not telling you A is always going to work for everyone or B is always going to work for everyone. But find your own proper way, your own proper format that is going to work for you, and figure your life out and how you're going to deal with it. Stop trying to find a way to cast blame and give a reasons for every situation, every issue that comes into your life. You are always finding a way to escape it, out from it, to find a reason why you didn't do it, to find a reason why you can't handle in your own life, to always complain from one pain to another, from other to another. When it's the rightful time, you are going to be ripe so you can harvest your life. Okay? At every given times of everyone in life of your experience, there is always a time for you to start harvesting your past experience, because you are already ripe. You are already ready to be productive. Your past experience is already ready to be useful to other people around you, to utilize to navigate their life to their proper direction. You start giving stories, you start telling them advice, you start being an adult, discipline, you start being well useful to the society. You are grooming other young coming to become an adult. When you have not been able to groom yourself, even at your own age, you cannot get a self-discipline. You can't even commit in the rightful direction. Your manner of communication is poor. Your discipline, your proper form of actions and reaction to your fellow human is poor. You misbehave in public. You act abnormal. You always give a reason why there is a problem, and not accepting the problem and deal with it and tackle it in your own proper life. You always want to give an expectation to God, and we are going to heaven. You've not been able to live your proper life right here. You have an expectation of a dimension or some entity out there that you are going to meet with, the angel and whatever you call them. But over right here with your fellow human, male or female, you cannot deal with yourself. You can't handle situation. You can't make things peaceful and politely, and you want to live elsewhere. Mental psychological relation, you need to see the psychology. You need to work on yourself. You need to change your mindset. I'm not trying to tell you I'm perfect, but sometimes it hurts me when I see people this way, reacting, handling situation in this part. I don't know. I just feel to express myself right here in case you come across it. This to you all. I love you. It's peace and love. I share this message to you all. It depends on you, on how you handle yourself. But try to be mature. Try to embrace situations of your own life and handle it. I'm not telling you not to call for backup when it's needed. I'm not telling you not to express yourself out and look for help when it's needed. When you know you have tried your options A, B, and C, it's not working out, then you find the other actions, because your relationship with your own fellow human, these are matters on high situation gonna be easier for you to resolve, because if you have good connection, good relationship, you can communicate to your fellow human and they will understand whatever you are passing through and support you and sustain you at every time of life. If only you can also reciprocate that back to them. There is 101 reasons why you cannot do it, but that does not mean you can't overcome that situation. And stop giving those reasons, but face it and handle it, because you are the master key to that situation. That is why you are passing it. That is why it is in your life. So if you stop giving excuses and start facing it, handling it the way it's supposed to handle, then you start seeing the changes start coming from you. You want the world to change, it start from within you. Okay? Thank you, fellas. Respect. Peace.